A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Friday, September 30th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. Gunfire rang out Thursday evening in the city of Newburgh with a 5-year-old shot in the leg while riding his bike, and a 29-year-old city of Newburgh man shot several times. The man died at Montefiore St. Luke's Cornwall Hospital. Police Chief Anthony Gerasi said this is the third homicide in Newburgh this year. The child was airlifted to Westchester Medical Center with non-life-threatening injuries. Gerasi said the incident began at about 7:07 last night when officers on patrol heard gunshots in the area of Washington and Clark Streets. Commissioner Jose Gamarez visited the child and his mother at the hospital. He said it's disheartening to see this child's face lying in a hospital bed crying in pain. He said there must be an end to gun violence in Newburgh. Orange County honored the 40 county residents who died more than 100 years ago on the same day in World War I. The residents served in Companies E and L of the 107th Regiment of the 27th Division and were killed in action during the Battle of the Hindenburg Line in northern France. At the ceremony held at the County Veterans Cemetery in Goshen on Thursday, County Executive Stephen Newhouse said the Battle of the Hindenburg Line is one of the most famous engagements that occurred during World War I. He said we will never forget the sacrifices that these 40 soldiers made in defense of the freedoms we all enjoy today in America and here in Orange County. Sales of electric vehicles are up 30% over last year, and Governor Kathy Hochul in White Plains on Thursday said she would like to see the number grow even more. The governor, however, conceded the cost of those EV cars is pricey.
So we're adding $10 million to our Drive Clean rebate program to help New Yorkers purchase and drive these vehicles. The rebate is available in all 62 counties. That's up to $2,000 per vehicle. And already we've issued over 78,000 rebates. And I want to continue that trajectory. We've already spent over $95 million.
The governor also announced $175 million from Washington to install additional charging stations for those EV cars. The Open Space Institute has announced the start of a project being completed in partnership and funding provided by Ulster County to improve a 5.5-mile section of the Wallkill Valley Rail Trail between Plains Road in New Paltz and Main Street in Gardner. The $885,000 project is expected to improve overall public access to the trail and establish additional safety upgrades and measures for residents and visitors. The project began earlier this month with work starting in Gardner and will be completed by spring 2023. It is the first of 3 trail improvement projects in Ulster County that OSI is spearheading over 2 years. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
New Congressman Pat Ryan's Expanding Home Loans for Guard and Reservist Act passed the House on a bipartisan vote Thursday. Ryan, a West Point graduate, has only been in Congress for 3 weeks. He said as housing costs in upstate New York and across the country continue to rise, we need to make sure we're doing more to make housing more affordable, especially for those who have served. He said his first bill is one that will make a difference for the brave men and women who serve the country. He said by extending VA home loans to more members of the National Guard and Reserve, we're sending a clear message. Whether deployed across the globe or called to active service in communities across America, our service members have earned our support. State Controller Thomas DiNapoli has released his fiscal stress report for local governments that indicates Kingston's finances are in good shape as of December 2021. For the second year in a row, the city has received a fiscal stress score of 1.7%. The ratings range from 0 to 100, with the lower number representing less fiscal stress on the municipality. The controller uses the fiscal stress monitoring system to examine the annual financial information reported by each municipality. The City of Kingston had a fiscal stress report of 6.7% in 2017, and it dropped every year until 2020, when it flattened to the current 1.7%. Mayor Stephen Noble says despite the lingering effects of the pandemic, the city has been able to maintain solid financial standing, and by using sound budgeting practices year after year, they've consistently led the City of Kingston on a strong path forward. The City of Kingston has received a $56,000 state grant with the help of Senator Michelle Hinchy to purchase a new rescue UTV and a mobile rescue boat to help on some freshwater tributaries leading to the Hudson River or rescues on the river itself. Kingston Fire Chief Chris Rhea says the UTV will help with rescues on the rail trail and to transport victims to awaiting ambulances on nearby streets along the pedestrian and cycling corridor.
Access for a fire truck is not readily available, so the dispatch would be the vehicle will come out and get onto the trail and go whichever way it needs to go to the incident, and the fire truck will follow behind on the streets.
It's really important for us to ensure first responders have the tools and equipment they need to do their jobs, says Hinchy. A wreath-laying ceremony at the Dutchess County Law Enforcement Center on Thursday marked the one-year anniversary of Dutchess County Sheriff Adrian Butch Anderson's passing. County Sheriff Kirk Imperati organized the ceremony as a tribute to his mentor.
He was a man that gave everybody chances. He was a man that gave everybody 10, 20, 50 chances. He was a very compassionate man. He was a very caring man. He was of a generation that he ate, drank, and breathed this job. He loved this job. He loved being sheriff, and he loved serving over the 300,000 residents of Dutchess County. There will never be another one like him.
Anderson passed away on September 29, 2021, at age 73. He served in law enforcement for 51 years. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.